They get at Detroit, at Washington, they're home to Minnesota, and at Dallas. Then I think after that, they even got the Giants. So they got some divisional games coming up. We'll definitely check back at them at the midway point. Let's get over to the B grades. So those are all your teams that got an A. B grades, I want to start with the Atlanta Falcons. We'll start in the NFC. Atlanta Falcons, for sure. 3-1, trending upward. Again, we talked about what they did to Carolina, hanging 48 on the board, dismantling the Panthers. They are. This Falcons team, the offense, the variety in the offense right now is what I'm loving. I say that over and over again. They're spreading the wealth. You don't know who they're going to hit you with. We got a game of the week coming up against the Denver Broncos, number one offense versus the number one defense. Like I said, we'll talk about that later. I got you. Falcons are, again, B grade, B plus, trending upward. Defense should get better. Dallas, they 3-1. They definitely get a B and trending upward. Defense is the middle of the pack. Doesn't matter. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. The defense is in the middle of the pack, and it's impressive that they're in the middle of the pack. The defensive coordinator, Rob Marinelli, doesn't get enough credit for making chicken salad out of you-know-what. But, yeah, the Cowboys are trending upward. They beat San Francisco 24-17. And the offense, I can't say it enough, man. Dak Prescott and Ezekiel, Freaky Zeke Elliott. Yeah, that's his nickname on the show, Freaky Zeke. Yeah, they get better every week. They're gaining experience. You're watching them grow in the game of the NFL. We talked about the evolution of the quarterback position. Dak is a part of that. Carson Wentz is definitely a part of that. But it's impressive, man. Freaky Zeke's starting to see vision, space, all these different things are starting to come together for him as a running back. He's going to hit a home run at some point. He's now getting out of that first level. He's climbed into that second level. Now he's going to start getting to that third level and taking one to the house. Can't wait to see him bust it wide, Freaky Zeke. And, yeah, Dak has no interceptions through 4 games now. Each week you see him add a little something to his game. This week he had the dime of the week. Yeah, that ball he threw on the run to Bryce Butler in the corner of the end zone, dime of the week. Yeah, absolutely. That was impressive. That was on the run through a strike. Yeah. And Cowboys fans, sky's the limit. I got to take a minute. Let me take a moment and talk to the Cowboys fans. Brother, shout out to you. Brothers, Cowboys fans. Cowboys fans, yes, sky's the limit. And I can only imagine how bright you see the future being. We haven't even seen 16 games out of Dak, out of Dez, and out of Freaky Zeke. We haven't even seen that yet. So I understand. Sky's the limit. I definitely see the potential. You got your new Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin. I get it. I definitely get it. But I must warn you, I'm going to go back to one of your old coaches, Bill Parcells. Please hear me when I say this. Coach Parcells said, slow down before you put Jessica Simpson in the skybox, fam. I don't know who that would be, who would be that equivalent to Dak right now. I'm washed. I can't keep up. But before you put Jessica Simpson in the skybox, and you retire Dak's number to the Ring of Honor, fam. Go down. He hasn't thrown an interception. He hasn't played a bad game yet. These things are coming. And you want to see how he responds from that. I have faith in in Dak. I really do think he will be just fine. But let's see, man. He hasn't had a bad day yet. Those are coming, for sure. It's going to rain, for sure. And Jerry Jones, I don't care what he says after these post-game press conferences, man. Jerry loves to talk, boy. I don't care what he says, though, after these post-game press conferences. Jerry enjoys them W's on Sunday. Believe that. And if he continues to see what he's seeing out of Dak Prescott week after week, you're going to hear that rhetoric change. Yeah, that offensive line is settling in behind Dak Prescott. Again, you would be. Does he see the field like Tony Romo? Does he see the field like a vet? No. But, yeah, he's getting better every week. All right, I'll leave that alone. Shouts out to them. Dallas gets a good test this week versus Cincinnati. They're at home. That'll be a good one. Cincinnati's probably not going to let you run it like that. So we'll see, how that team responds if they can't get the run game going. Very good game this week with them. Another team, Seattle, 3-1, B+, trending upward. They are on a bye this week. They beat the Jets. But yeah, Pete Carroll and that defense, the reason why I say they're trending upward is because Pete Carroll and that defense, they're going to be there. They are going to be there at every level. You got Michael Bennett, you got Cliff Averill, you got KJ Wright, you got Bobby Wagner, you got Sherman, you got Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor. You got every level that defense is going to be there. So that gives you a chance every week. The offense, it's going to continue to evolve. Tom Cable making chicken salad out of chicken. You know what? With that line, that'll continue to get better. They're on a bye week this week, so they're going to give a chance for Russell Wilson to get a little rest up to his knee. But yeah, Seattle's just fine. 3-1, lead, tied for the division lead with the LA Rams. They definitely get a B+, trending upward. Again, after game one, everybody was throwing dirt on them, including myself. That was embarrassing, game one. But the players, they have taken that to heart, man, and they are playing extremely hard. Alex Ogletree is all over the football field in middle linebacker. I see why they let Laurinaitis walk. This dude, Alex Ogletree, Georgia's finest, University of Georgia's finest. Yeah, this dude is a ball player in the middle of the field. And that defense is legit. That offense is doing enough. We can bash Case Keenum all we want. I'm seeing improvements with them every week. You're starting to hook up with Kenny Britt. A couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, was Kenny Britt cooking you? So team started accounting for Kenny Britt, so now he done flipped it over and thrown it to Brian Quick. Killed Arizona with Brian Quick this past week. So yeah, that team is definitely playing good ball. If they can, teams are going to continue to stack the box. Teams are going to continue to take Todd Gurley away. And they're going to continue to dare Case Keenum to beat them. And the players on the outside to beat them. So, yeah, it is what it is. It doesn't matter. Case Keenum can go out there and throw for 3 bills next week. The game plan will come back and be, hey, let's see if he can do it again. Let's see if he can do it again. We are going to put 8, 9. If we can put 10 in the box, we'll put 10 in the box. But we're definitely coming with 7, 8, at least 8 in the box, for sure. Another one-loss team. They're only 2-1, so I gave them a B with an incomplete. The Green Bay Packers. Yeah, they haven't played 4 games yet. They were the other team on the bye week. Again, I want to see what this offense does. Let y'all tell it. Let some tell it. I won't put it on you. Let some tell it. Aaron Rodgers is falling off. Eddie Lacy's still fat. All these different things. We'll find out more about this team. They have 3 of their next 4 at home. They get the Giants this week. That'll be a good one. I think that's a Sunday night game. Then they get Dallas. Then they get Chicago. And then they come to Atlanta. So we'll know more about that team. Those are all your B-grade teams over in the NFC. Over in the AFC, I want to get to let's start with the New England Patriots. Yeah, 3-1. They get Tom Brady back, trending upward. Yes, they lost to Buffalo 16-0. Playing a third-string quarterback finally caught up to them. They get Cleveland this week. Cleveland's 0-4, so you get Tom back. Gronk probably won't play this week, but they're trending upward because, hey, they're the Patriots, and they're only going to get healthier, which is, really frightening. Good win, Buffalo. Good win, Buffalo. You're now 2-2. See, you're average. 2 bad weeks to start. Fired the offensive coordinator. Rex is very aware of what's going on. Very, Rex may do some crazy stuff at the press conference, all that stuff, but Rex knows what's going on. He wanted to get the urgency with his football team. He has done that. Come back and beat Arizona. Come back and beat New England. Props. But I still have seen nothing that lets me think this team doesn't finish 500. Just remember, there are a million ways to get to 8-8. All this with the Falcons last year. Now, Buffalo travels to L.A. You get a B-grade team this week. See how you do with that. Go out to L.A. If you beat L.A., maybe we can talk. But, yeah, that'll be a very good one. I would say take the under in that game, but that never works out. So I'll leave that alone. Other B-grade team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, trending upward. You saw them absolutely destroy Kansas City Sunday night, 43-14. Le'Veon Bell is back. It's only going to enhance with its already a prolific offense. It's another weapon for Big Ben and Coach Haley. I want to see how they implement Le'Veon Bell and D'Angelo Williams. Seems to be productive. If they could get both of them on the field. So I want to see if that's the next level with that offense. The back end will continue to get better. Got a bunch of young guys. They're going to continue to get better. They're going to have their ups and downs. But the goal with those young guys is you want to see them better in week 15 in December, late in the year, than they are in week 5. So that is what you hope the growth is with them. Speaking of week 5, the Steelers host the Jets. They play host to the New York Jets. Jets 1-3, D grade, not playing good ball at all. Jets lost 27-17 to Seattle this past Sunday. Again, I haven't seen all 9 of Ryan Fitzpatrick's interceptions over the last 2 weeks. But I would ask Jets fans, what is it? I don't have to tell you that losing the turnover battle, what that does to your likelihood of winning games. And throwing 6 interceptions, a week before in Kansas City, hey, that was your boo-boo game. Like we said, flush that. But to come back and throw another 3, again, man, the turnover, hey, I don't have to tell you when you lose the turnover battle what your chances are of winning. And the schedule doesn't get any easier. You're at Pittsburgh. Then you go to Arizona, who doesn't look as good as they have looked previously. But that's not going to be an easy game. And, yeah, you can. I don't know if you can afford to fall to 1-5. Get Baltimore in the following week, 1-5, that 2-6, somewhere around there. I don't know. That's a deep hole. So we'll see what the Jets do. I would say this, Jets fans. That Arizona game is not looking as bad as it did to start the year. For sure. For sure. Keep that in mind. All right? Yeah. But then again, you do have Fitzmagic. I think I know why they call this dude Fitzmagic. This dude has appeared on more teams and gets more starting jobs. It really is magical. It really is. Speaking of Fitzmagic and one of his former teams, the Houston Texans, they are a B grade for sure, 3-1. Holding neutral because of the loss to J.J. Watt. It changes things with that team. I thought for them to be a championship caliber team, that defense needed to be dominant, like you're seeing out of Minnesota and Denver. That defense has to be dominating and get the ball and give that offense short fields for them to be a championship team, for them to be really, really formidable. But now that he's out, defense will still be stout. I believe the defense can still be good. They got good pieces over there. But this puts a lot of onus on the offense and Brock Osweiler. That O-line has been banged up. They haven't ran it great. They've stuck with the run. And Brock Osweiler, he hasn't been, if I had to give Brock Osweiler a grade right now, they're 3-1. I'd probably give him, though, a C. He's just been average. He needs to get this rapport with DeAndre Hopkins going. DeAndre Hopkins is one of the best receivers in the NFL. They need to work at it. They need to absolutely work at it. We'll see with them. They get Minnesota this week. That'll be a very good game. Yeah, Brock Osweiler. You need to find DeAndre Hopkins, fam. I'm trying to tell you. Another team, 3-1 out the AFC, Baltimore. They're holding And the reason why I say that about Baltimore, again, I'm still not sure what we have in Baltimore.